Chapter 6, Section 5 is solving linear equations. And first of all, we need to just see whether or not this is a solution. So if we put 5 in here for y and 4 in here for x, 5 is less than or equal to 5. It either has to be less than or equal to. And since they are equal to, that one is a yes. Is 1, 1 a solution? Is 1 bigger than 8? 1 is not bigger than 8, so that would be a no. If you have a greater than or less than, you have a dashed line. You have a less than, equal to, greater than or equal to, you have a solid line. So the first one we're going to graph is y is less than 3x plus 4. We're going to go here to our y-intercept, which is 4. And then from there, up 3 and 1 to the right. We are going to have a dashed line. And then what you need to do is test a point. And I like to go with the easiest point possible, which is usually 0, 0. Is 0 smaller than 3 times 0, which is 0, plus 4? 0 is smaller than 4. This is a yes. So that means that this is a solution, and that means that everything over on this side is a solution. So everything over here will be colored in. Letter B, y is greater than or equal to negative 2/3 x plus 1. So we're going to go to the plus 1 and then a down 2, 3 to the right. We're going to have a solid line. And is 0 bigger than? Anything times 0 is 0 plus 1. Is 0 bigger than 1? It is not. So this time 0, 0 is not a solution. You don't want this side colored in, so you want the other side colored in. C and D, these are in standard form. This is when we let x be 0. 12 divided by negative 3 is negative 4. And then we let y be 0. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So we have 0, negative 4, and 3, 0. We are going to have a dashed line, and then put 0, 0 in here. Is 0 bigger than 12? It is not, so we don't want this side colored in. We want everything down here colored in. Letter D, to graph the line. X is 0, 8 divided by 4 is 2. If y is 0, 8 divided by negative 2 is negative 4. 0, 2, negative 4, 0. You are going to have a solid line. And then we test the point 0, 0. Is 0 bigger than 8? 0 is not bigger than 8, so you don't want this side colored in. You want everything up here colored in. Letter E, x is greater than or equal to 7. Just a reminder, x is your straight up and down line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is going to be a solid line. And that says x is less than or equal to 7. So you want everything that's less than. So you want this side colored in. And y is greater than -3. 1, 2, 3. You're going to have a dashed line right there. Y is greater than. You want the numbers that are above that. And maybe I should color that in a little bit better. Next one, we need to write some inequalities to match these graphs. Well, this crosses at 2, so that's going to be a +2. And our slope from that point to that point, we go down 1 and 3 to the right. So our slope is going to be a -1/3 x. And see how that graph is colored in below the line? Then that is going to be a y is less than, because you colored in below the line. Letter B, our y-intercept is a -2. From this point to this point, it looks like we go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 to the right. So our slope is going to be 6x. And this is actually colored in above the line. So that is going to be y is greater than. And since it's a solid line, it's going to be greater than or equal to. And it's above the line because the part that's up is colored in. Letter C, my y-intercept is 0. And our slope, we are going down 1 and 1 to the right. So that's going to be a -1x or a -x. And that is below that line. So that equation would be actually y is less than -x. Letter D crosses at -3. It's above the line, so it's going to be bigger than or equal to. And you need to find a nice spot where your line crosses. And to get from this point to that point, you go down 2 and 1 to the right. So that will be y greater than or equal to -2x minus 3. And our last story problem example, Dave is going to bring 2 types of candy to a meeting. He can spend no more than $6. So we need to be less than or equal to 6. Gummy worms are $3 a pound, and jelly beans are $2.50 a pound. To graph our inequality, we're going to do 0, 0. 6 divided by 250 is 2.4. So if he doesn't buy any gummy worms, he can buy 2.4 pounds of jelly beans. And if he doesn't buy any jelly beans, 6 divided by 3 is 2. And on this graph, I'm going to have these each go up by 0.2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 3. And then up this side, 2, 4, 6, 8, 1. 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 3. So we have 0, 2.4, and 2, 0. And if we graph those two, he can buy any combination of candy that's below that line. So let's pick this point, point 2, point 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So 0.4 and 1.4, or maybe I would say 0.4 pounds of gummy worms and 1.4 pounds of jelly beans. And let's do 1.8, that's also here. I think that's 0.6 actually. He can buy 1 pound of gummy worms and 0.6 pounds of jelly beans. And there it is, just in case you didn't see it.